So for the Shiva one, it's important to run towards where the second one lands, just because you know, since they aren't telegraphed, you won't know where the first one is going to land, and also based on the fact that then you won't know what direction they're going to appear. But whenever that second one lands and then explodes, we'll all run towards it.
Is it you go middle, you wait for the second one. As soon as you see the second one explode, you run towards that.
Yeah, that's what we're gonna do. Yeah. The other thing we have to remember, we have to assign positions for the for the big targeted AOEs, because every one of us is gonna get targeted, so we need to spread out evenly along the outsides. Main tank goes north. One of us is gonna get targeted, so we need to spread out evenly along the outsides. Main tank goes north. I suppose for DPS's sake, we could have both melee go. One of us is going to get targeted, so we need to spread out evenly along the outsides. See? Yeah, so main tank goes north. For DPS's sake, we could have both melee. We need a melee on both sides of them, so one at 1 o'clock, one at 11 o'clock. See? Yeah, so main tank goes north. I am tapped down, so melee figure that out. Basically, one of you is going to go to the left of the tank, one of you is going to go to the right of the tank. Yeah, so main tank goes. I am tapped out. And then at like figure that out. 2 o'clock we'll have the off tank.
So after Dragon Ball Super episode
10
61,
o'clock you'd have a healer. 3 o'clock you'd have a healer, and then me and Mango basically just get the back half of the arena. One of us can go like back and left. One of us go back and right. Does that make sense?
I'm sure it will make more sense once I actually see the mechanic.
Well, you know the mechanic is just the one where we all get targeted with big giant green AoE circles like from the normal mode, you know? You just don't want to be overlapped standing in 2 of them.
Oh,
But
yeah, I saw that. That's basically like Sephiroth, right?
I don't. Yeah, kinda. Except for but they're bigger. So we're just.
Yeah, I saw it in the Xeno video.
Yeah,
I don't recall that mechanic from normal.
Well, in normal only like 3 people get targeted, but in this one all of us get targeted. So we're just assigning positions based on like the clock face.
Okay.
With the tank.
So where do you want me to go then?
Tank is north at 12. Melee DPS are to the left and right of him at 11 and 1. Off tank is at 2. One healer is at 3. Another healer is at 10 o'clock. So one healer at 10 o'clock, one healer at 3 o'clock. So one will be like over here right off the C.
Okay, I'll go to 3 o'clock.
Okay. Justina will be over here. Ada, you'll be on the left side. I mean, you know, you could be closer to 9 o'clock, Ada, but you'll be like between 9 and 10 o'clock, so like here-ish. And then me and Mango will just drop back. The one other thing I want to mention on the first phase before we just pull and start figuring out the order is that the Ed, some little thing becomes targetable on him, and it just takes a few hits to kill it. Not necessarily like big damage output as far as I know. More based on how many times it gets hit. So in the Xeno video he recommended just having like 2 players being their job to, you know, get a few hits on it and knock that thing dead. So, not that I wouldn't love to help, but I don't think I'm the ideal candidate for that. I was thinking maybe Ninja and Machinist, just because Megami, I mean, I don't know, what do you guys think? But it is just super, I mean, you know, it's one of those things like you said, whereas if it doesn't get killed like quickly, the ad will enrage and kill us. So, I mean, you know, you just have to figure out your rotations on how to work around it. and you know how many hits it takes to kill it and whatnot. But you know, don't worry about your DPS. Even though I was going to say DPS is a big deal here because you can push a lot of mechanics. Anyways, let's give it a shot.
I just focus on surviving mechanics, and then we can tighten down DPS.
Exactly, surviving mechanics and, you know, getting a feel for the order.
Shiva. I just ran right into that one. So Shiva, you go mid, wait for the second explosion, and then you run at it.
Yeah. And there's that little thing.
I think I got the tanking down with the laser sword and the spin crusher.
Okay, that's like the normal mode, but without the indicators, right?
Okay, yeah. I could probably solo the little one. That's pretty easy, and I have a cooldown now.
Okay. So Disney, you can stay off it for now. Be right back. I'm gonna get something to suck on. Maybe my voice will hold up better.
When the egg comes out, I'll drop clear and heal the off tank.
I just hope it's better before I have to actually go into work on Wednesday and, you know, sit down and interact with the students and stuff. That's heaven. Damn, I bought a food buff, but I forgot to use it. Healers, make sure you're standing farther away. You don't want to have to, you know,
Shiva, get
be
mid.
It's bad timing on my opener.
Left laser sword.
I think maybe pull it back a little bit when you're tanking it there. So,
Okay.
so that the healers can generally hang out mid.
I said something about tanking it back towards the middle. I don't know why you said that though.
Yeah, I think maybe it was when I briefly mentioned on the final phase with the bait mechanic.
I'll pull it back north.
Okay, I don't
Closer
think
to the wall.
Yeah. Because healers, you know, it does those sword attacks, and I don't know if you recall from like just normal mode. They're basically like, you know, AoE circles around it that, I don't know, maybe cover like, you know, I don't know, 220, 240 degrees. So they kind of creep off to the side. I don't know. And yeah, then to pull the ad a little bit away.
Oh,
so
the
that
ag cleaves later on too.
Later the ad cleaves. This one doesn't, but pull it away so that the left and the right swords from Cruise Chaser don't clip the melee while they're killing the ad.
I'll try to keep him kind of where he's at now. Left laser sword? Okay. I guess I didn't go left enough.
Let's go far away. Shit. Remember, there are no telegraphs for those attacks, so we just gotta pay attention to the orbs that appear.
Are you staying on the boss or?
Next optical site's gonna be Shiva's, so just be ready. Go to where the second one lands. Ooh.
Oh my god.
Wow, I did a lot of damage with one stack.
Wow.
That's bait. So it was where we were when the orbs disappeared. So we want to place them all in the same spot and then run away.
Yeah.
So we need to be ready. We need to be on top because it was really fast. Like the orbs appeared and they were gone, and that's where it triggered the explosion.
How many people get targeted for the
I think
explosion?
it's everyone.
Everyone? Oh. Actually, I don't think you get targeted. I don't think main tank is targeted.
I was there.
Well,
I
could
guess
be.
everyone was
we had,
dead,
Yeah, we had a
yeah.
lot of dead people.
With one Vuln stack that hit me for 18k.
What, Mango?
It should only be 2 people, right? Like, 2 orbs.
Oh. A good point. But still, we don't know which 2 people it's going to be. So we should be relatively stacked so we can just spread out. So basically, healers in range just need to stick middle. And, you know, melee just need to, you know, stick really to like the ass corner so that you can get your positionals in, but be ready to, you know, cheat towards the middle.
Left.
Back it up, please. Go far out, get towards that. Oh shit, it was Shiva. My bad.
There's only 2 big orbs if it's
Yeah.
the far one.
That was just dumb. my behalf. But you know, healers, I will say, I mean, you know, we do obviously want them to be positioned as ideally as possible at all times, but it's not always going to be positioned as ideally as possible. So you got to be aware of the left and right sword attacks, and don't be standing in them too. You know, it's your job as well to not get hit by them, not just assume that it's going to be positioned correctly always.
I can call them out if you want, like the direction you need to go.
Well, I know,
Because
but
for you guys, it'll be different for me. 'Cause
well, I know.
obviously-
I'm just saying though, like, you know, whether you're calling them out or not, they still need to not be in position to get hit by them or be ready to dodge them. Not just assume that they're not going to get hit.
Far.
Yeah, far. Big AoE's going out. Run away. That was bait.
That was bait.
I mean, our positioning looked fine there. Shiva's. Oh, and we need to be ready to spread out to our positions here. Oh yeah, I remember him saying that there. Where if that one happens to be Shiva's rather than Far, only 2 people are going to get targeted with the big green AoEs. But if that one is Far, all 8 of us are going to get targeted with big AoEs, so we need to be ready to spread out to our clock positions so we don't overlap each other. But again, the way that works out is, so far from what we've seen, there's 3 optical sights. The first one is either going to be Shiva or Far. The second one is always bait. And the third one is going to be the opposite of whatever the first one was. So if the first one was Far, the third one's going to be Shiva. If the first one was Shiva, the third one's going to be Far. And we got to be prepared to react to that then, because if we know it's going to be Far, you know you're going to have to dodge to your clock positions when he does that third optical sight.
That optical sight's annoying because it's hard to get a good camera angle to see it.
Yeah. I mean, you know, it is just one of those things, almost like the one on 10, you know, but it's just bigger, where you just need to watch above its head and just, you know, get used to doing what it takes to know what mechanics it's going to do.
Car.
Oh. Did that thing not die?
Nope. He's on bitch to target.
Is it not on the enemy list?
It is, but it pops up on the score.
And I mean, I think what's important to note though, is that a lot of these mechanics in the third phase happen throughout. I mean, in the first phase happen throughout the entire fight, like these optical sights, and the Ed spawning with that little thing that Mango has to kill. So, even though if we're dying a lot here and getting used to these mechanics, and even if the second and third phase layers more mechanics on top of these ones, I mean, just getting used to how to deal with them now is relevant throughout. Yeah, like that. It's not one of those fights where every single phase is going to be radically different and it's like you're learning brand new things for every single section. Just scrapping everything from the first phases, Not like that at all.
Far.
So kind of be in the middle after this whirlwind. Shortly after, there's going to be a bait. Stay in the middle. Here it is. Get ready. Go. Yeah, bait, all that means is it targets us where we were and drops AoEs there. This one is going to be Shiva. Good. Just like that, one of the circles is going to have to go towards one of the firsts.
Far.
Ooh, plus clock directions. Yeah.
There's like 2 optical sites back to back there.
Yeah, 1 second, I want to see something.
Is the Vuln stack from the spread mechanic unavoidable?
No, if you're doing everything right, you should not get any bone stacks.
The green, are you talking about magic vulnerability up?
No, there's a mechanic that targets random players and does like splash damage. And it inflicts vulnerability stacks.
The green one is unavoidable, the other ones are.
Yeah, basically everything inflicts vulnerability stacks. So the sword attacks that the boss is constantly doing, that the melee and tanks mostly have to worry about, if they get hit by those, they get a vuln stack. The optical sights, if you get hit by them, you get a vuln stack.
I had
With the
2,
big-
and
yeah,
if I get 2, the next one is rip.
Yeah, exactly. Yeah, so you can't get hit by stuff. So basically it sounds like the first optical site is going to be either Shiva or Far, and it's going to do bait, and it's going to do the opposite of the first one, and then it's going to do the opposite of the one it just did. So for example, if it does Far, then it's going to do bait, then it's going to do Shiva, then it's going to do Far. Yeah. So
Would it be
basically
better if I
whatever-
held the card effect until the ad comes out?
No, I think the opener is probably important. We all use our cooldowns, and the ed dies just fine.
Alright.
Alright, I'm ready if you guys are. Shiva.
Shiva. I failed. I don't know why I strafed side. I should have run straight mid.
Don't res anyone. I mean, I guess cat food's up. We could try. Oh no, the ad enraged. Any idea what that stands for? EDD.
Emergency defense drone? I don't know.
That's a pretty good idea. Emergency defense something.
Droid or drone.
Yeah. Kind of weird though they're just throwing out initials like that.
Yeah, sorry about that. I know how to dodge this Shiva now, so no
That's
problem.
fine. Well, yeah, but there was. But somehow we knew that was the Allegan defense system. Wasn't it because the very first node on T1, the one that you had to fight, wasn't it named Allegan defense system or something like that?
How do you identify which mechanic is coming out?
The orbs,
the orbs?
that appear on the boss.
I've seen the orbs, but like they all look the same. Like there's just a bunch of green orbs.
Well, like on the boss, like above it, like kind of like on its back. Yeah, there's three patterns. They'll either just be two big orbs, which is far. There'll be a belt of orbs going around it, like in a perfect circle, smaller orbs, which is the bait. Wait, no, that's Shiva.
Yeah, no, that's bait. And then the uneven ones that are kind of scattered around them. If you just see a bunch of orbs scattered around them, that is Shiva. If you see two big orbs, that's far, and if you see just a ring of orbs around them in a circle, then that is bait.
Alright.
And they're green. Shiva.
Ada's gonna be in trouble for Whirlwind. I'm gonna put APOC on her. I don't know if it's gonna be enough. We got bait coming up pretty soon. Be ready for bait. Stay in the middle and then run out. Oh no. That's a DPS check thing. We were behind on DPS. I think we'll generally push that. Bait, go. Sorry, I was distracted. Shiva. Now the next optical site's going to be far. Yeah. Oh.
So can it not use the same one twice in a row?
That sounds correct.
Okay.
Definitely not as big as the far one, but it's still probably play it safe because that's not based on a fixed position, you know? Far. But, almost. Almost everyone got it. What? Just because that's so dire, we gotta make sure to not switch off it early and tell the dad.
I'm assuming that we died.
Yeah. Are you disconnected?
I'm still hitting the side.
Corpse is spinning and moving around. Hurricane Matthew. Still terrorizing the state. Shiva. Bait is coming up here in a second. Here it comes. Go. You ready for either Shiva or Far? Shiva. People are having trouble with that Shiva. We're getting a lot of stacks from it still. Far. We need to go to our clock positions here if everyone is alive. As far as the first phase goes, with everyone alive and everyone doing good DPS, we won't see too terribly much farther than that.
At what point is the
The push is at 72.
and then that's the jumping off?
Yeah. No. There's another little intermittent phase. That's the will get marked with numbers. 1 through 8.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so then just position it closer to the center, and healers and ranged DPS just cannot be in the center. You have to position yourself far enough back that you're not getting hit by the sword AoEs, but close enough to the center that you can react to the different optical sights. Don't be so close unless you're going to move with the swords, Mango. Shiva. Sisney, can you kill the little thingy? Oh, we already passed it. Warwind. There'll be a couple swords. Just make sure you're hanging off the boss so that you're not getting hit by the swords if you're not a melee. Bait is coming up here. Oh. No DPS push. Here's bait. Get away. Be ready for another optical sight. R, get out. Oh, and to your clock positions. Good. Next one's going to be Shiva. Here it is. Oh, phase. I kind of forget what he said here. Actually what it is it's odd numbers get cleaved, even numbers get charged. So I'll explain once we're back on the arena and we can look at the numbers on the letters on the map. So these waymarks are set up the way they are, mostly for the sake of the final phase, because he does the same mechanic on the final phase. But during the final phase, there's 3 towers on the map, and if the towers die, we lose. And the way the waymarks are set up, it allows us to do this mechanic with and dodge the towers so they don't get hit by any of these skills. But you know, the odd-numbered red people get targeted with a cleave, meaning the boss, I can't remember if you want to be looking away. I think you want to be looking away.
You want to look at it so you don't get knocked back.
That's for the charge
cleave?
though.
Yeah, you're right. For the cleave, you want to look away.
For the cleave, you want to look away. So A, B, and C will be for numbers 1, 2, and 3.
The reason you don't want to get knocked back is because later in the fight there's a lightning ring around the edge that will one-shot you.
And even later in the fight, the edge is gone completely. I don't think the lightning edge will one-shot you, but you will fall off later. So, Mango, you seem to understand it. Well, you claim to. So come test your knowledge. So again, 1, 2, and 3 go to A, B, and C. 7 and 8 go into the middle.
Saw you saying not 1, 2, and 3.
Oh, sorry, 1, 3, and 5. You're right. My bad. 1, 3, and 5 go to A, B, and C. Those are red numbered markers. 8 and 7 go into the middle. If I'm number 1, I go to A, and I look away. The way that I'm looking is going to determine the direction that the boss cleaves. So meaning if I look away, he's going to cleave at me outward, not hit anyone else. The next thing is he's going to do is he's going to charge to number 2. So number 2 will stand between me and the boss, between A and the boss, and you will look at A. If you're looking at the boss when he charges at you, you will not get knocked back. As soon as 1 and 2 deal with their mechanics, 7 and 8 will take their place. 7 will run to A and look outward to deal with the cleave. 8 will run to right here and look at A to deal with the charge. So it just takes, you know, quickly reacting to what your number is. You know, 1 always goes here, 2 always goes here, 3 always goes to B, 4 always goes relative to B, just like with A, 5 always goes to C, 6 goes relative to C, just like I'm at here with A, 7 and 8 go into the middle.
Does it matter where you look if you're an even number? If you're getting charged?
Yes, because you have to be looking at the boss, because if you're not looking at the boss when he charges at you, it's going to knock you back. Which the knockback is irrelevant on this phase, but on the final phases, the knockback is bad.
So let me see if I got this right. 2 wants to go in between B and A. And does 4 want to go in between A and C?
4 goes between B and C, facing B. 6 goes between C and A, facing A.
You mean facing C?
Facing C, sorry, yeah.
You always want to be facing the person that's getting cleaved, because that's where he's going to be charging from.
Yeah. Yeah, it doesn't sound too bad, and you know, we don't expect it to be flawless the first time, obviously. I think it's important to note as well that it's completely screwed if people are dead, because it does 4 and 4 attacks no matter what. It's always going to do 4 cleaves and 4 charges. And you know, like similar to Ravana, when you used to have to spread out for the swords that appeared above your head, it puts a debuff on you when you get hit, meaning if you get hit by another mechanic, you die. So if people are dead, it's still going to do 4 charges and 4 cleaves. So someone or some peoples are going to die, because it's going to continue doing mechanics even after all the marked players, you know, deal with theirs appropriately.
Once you're done with your like charged cleave, you just go middle, right?
Yes, yeah. And don't even worry about that too much right now. Just keep trying to clean up the optical sights and whatnot, because we're not quite there yet, you know? We want 0 vulnerability stacks. Far.
Okay, clearly going south. Just stealthy.
And I would say for that first far, it would probably be a good habit to start going to your clock direction. Or southeast. I mean, we could just say southwest or southeast and divide them that way. So, I mean, what do you want to be, southeast or southwest?
Looks like you're going southeast.
Okay. A few people are lucky enough to have waymarks that basically guide them to their clock direction. Justina can basically run to C, a little bit down from C though. Whoever's going left of the boss at 11 o'clock can run towards B. I guess Mango's got A to run towards. Optical sight. R. Job. That's coming out. Whirlwind. Couple of swords and then optical sight, bait. Maybe just one sword, I don't know. Alright, this is bait. Go. X is either Shiva or Far. Shiva. Remember, you want to go towards the second one. Far. Oh shit, we're supposed to go our directions here.
Repositioning them. Whirlwind.
If we can get everyone up and try this numbers thingy, it would be nice. It's coming up here any second. Here it is. Okay, it's not going to work, but just try to go to where you're supposed to be. 6. 7 and 8 stays in the middle. Cleaves always look away. I got hit. I mean, I saw A's cleave kind of went towards me. I mean, that was good though. That seems pretty easy actually. It's kind of nice that they don't all show up at once. I mean, basically, if you're 1 and 2, you find out, you know, before everyone else. Just remember 7 and 8 stay in the middle. Once 1 and 2's mechanics happen, 7 goes to A and looks outward. 8 goes between A and B and looks at A. Yeah, I mean, we're honestly doing pretty good. I mean, I still feel like the Shivas are a little bit messy. I mean, I feel like it looks like people are running to the wrong spot. Because one of the problems of running to where the first one lands is the last one is going to land right behind you. And you don't know exactly what its telegraph looks like. So you can get clipped very easily by that last AoE circle, which comes around to you pretty quickly. But you know, if you run to 2 and you kind of err on the side of the first one, that one had already landed, so you're completely safe. And I'm sorry if I sound loud, but it's the only volume that comes out of my voice right now. If I talk quietly, my words start cutting in and out. I feel like I'm screaming. Shiva. Very good. Adds out. Whirlwind. Bait. Scatter. Here comes another one, optical sight. R, go to clock positions. That was right. Just you just needed to trust it and squeeze in a little bit more. I know it looked crowded, but once Saya moved into his spot, I think we were all good. But after those charges, I'm pretty sure we jump on his back and that transition into phase 2. Oh. Oh, maybe you're right. Maybe there's more mechanics. I don't know. We'll find out. Shiva. Adds out. One sword and then bait optical sight. Alright, spread out. Shiva or Far coming up. Clock positions for Far. Shiva. Here's Far, clock positions.
I got clipped by 2 green AoEs when I went to dodge Shiva.
Yeah, that one seems kind of tricky because you just don't know who's going to be targeted by which. You don't know who's going to be targeted with them. But ideally, I feel like one of them could go to each direction because there's 2 1s and 2 2s. But that just seems kind of hard to interpret on the fly. So if both of them go the same way, one of them just has to plant and stop where they are, and the other one needs to continue moving around the circle, moving in the direction with the Shiva circles. And I think anyone that moved to that side just has to trust that the one that planted, is not going to get hit by 2, and let the other circle move. That makes sense. Jeez, I basically just hit 14k 3 times in a row. Shiva. Good. We got it. Whirlwind. Sword and then bait.
Bait and jumped.
Pushed. Good job. That's definitely something we're gonna have to keep in mind with this fight. It's he makes a point to say. Sorry, hold on. Let's just do this. Far clock positions. Very good. Ah.
Forgetting this fucking
Shiva. Get Mango up so we can practice this charge. Shit. Oh my god. Alright, don't die. Hey, what did I say? Whatever, just go to your positions. Watch your numbers. Oh, my voice must have cut out. That's gonna hurt. Yeah, 10k, but it's enough to kill me.
Is Reborn magic or?
It's magic.
Yeah, maybe I should go Dark Knight.
Yeah, I went to the wrong spot.
Not having a Dragon Kick or Delirium kind of sucks.
That's kind of true. Like I was saying though, it seems like there are a lot of mechanics in this fight that can be pushed because it's a very strict, like, you know, percentage-based fight, I think. So as we get more comfortable and better with it, you know, throughout the entire course of learning it, I mean, I think there's going to be various spots where a mechanic gets skipped that otherwise hadn't been skipped, you know what I mean? So you just got to try and be ready for it and react. Yeah, totally. Shiva. Oh shit. Sword got me. I'll use Mana Ward on the Whirlwind. It shouldn't do hardly anything.
I'll throw a single target shield on.
I'll get either way. And I'll take them both, but... Alright. Bait. Out. Shiva or Far coming up. Far, go to your positions. Far. Nice. Shiva. Good.
There's just no point in repositioning after that. It's not doing anymore, but the...
Alright, watch out for these swords. 1, 3, 5 to markers. 2, 4 sticks, stare at your buddy. 7 and 8 go into the middle. Six, get out of here. 6, Justina, get out. No, not by C. 7 and 8, reposition at A. This isn't year 7.
Okay. Well, like we did it. Sort of.
Oh, I released, sorry.
Hold on.
My bad, I don't know.
Whirlwind. That's rough. You
Yeah.
get the top people immediately.
Oh, good luck, Aiden.
And then here's where we jump on. Alright, can I kill myself?
Yeah, do it. I'm watching you
Alright.
from up here. I
I'm
want to see
just
you all.
gonna.
I want to see you all die. So when I first saw the AS12 mount, I said something in the link shell, like, "Oh, you know, cool. It's a cool mount." And she said they should give you the AS11 rocket ship. And I said it's just the mana cutter, but without a sail. And it's really all it is. I mean, go get on your mana cutter and look at that thing. They look exactly the same, except for the mana cutter has a big sail on it. She didn't respond to that comment. I destroyed his dreams. Six looks at C. You have to use the me command if you're 6. Exactly, and then 8 looks at A, because once you finish your mechanics, you can collapse in. You don't want to go too fast though, especially if you're 1, 3, 5, or 7, because if you get knocked back from your cleave and then immediately run into the middle, you might get clipped by the charge towards your even number. And if you get hit by that charge, you're gonna die. R. Whirlwind. Comes bait. Go. Hawk positions. Good. Another optical sight coming right up. Shivas. See, Justine, you can't go backwards like that or you're going to hit the last one. You know, you have to follow the direction that they're moving. It really doesn't matter if you're overlapping people with that green thing. Don't worry about, you know, hitting more than one person. Single hit of it really doesn't do much of anything. Alright, watch your numbers. Uh, 7 and 8 in the middle. Oh. Did he get like marked with 1 as he was rezzing?
Yeah, I didn't see a 1.
I think Justina was like locked in res animation. We could probably do one more pull if we just pull right away. There's some people scrambling in the center though. I didn't really see who, but just, you know, those positions are super set.
I'll try to put that.
That was you. You're like blue. It was like 5.
The fucking dot was like on my name.
Yeah, those dots are weird. Why couldn't they just put like numbers? Have we seen the tank buster, the one that you guys have to share?
Not yet, but it is physical. So when it gets to 12, that nothing's physical anymore. Paladins suck. Feels bad.
R. Whirlwind. Spade. Go. Shiva or far. Hawk positions on far. Shiva. Shiva. This one's far. Hawk positions. Just practice identifying numbers and get in position. Oh. No, Justina, yeah, you should be on C. Wait, no, I should have been on C. I was right. It was just weird since we were down so many people.
I gotta reset.
Yeah, let's back out and take 5 or so. Just press U and go leave. Or whatever your PlayStation 4 equivalent is. Mango.
You're honestly such a bitch.
Alright, be right back a sec.
What's up everybody? Today we're going to be taking a look at this awesome 40% off or more sale over at rightstuff.com.